Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Disquiet, a horror movie about a guy who shouldn't text while he's driving. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 10 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Anyhow, dude gets into a car accident, wakes up in a hospital, and there's no one around. He soon finds himself alone and can't escape the hospital. And then other patients attack him. He eventually finds these creepy guys operating on a girl. He saves her. But they also couldn't look hot. I guess they're the same entities. I don't know if he's trapped in hell or what. I think he's trapped in hell, or it is the some kind of a delusion brought on by the accident, maybe. Anyhow, he can't get out. He doesn't have a cell phone. These guys keep attacking him, the various staffers in the hospital. He helps this black dude and puts him on his team. Then a guy with a gun, a security guard, joins the team, but then he betrays him. I don't know. It's about escaping the hospital, which is probably a metaphor for something else. Here's a bunch of dead people coming back from the dead. A little creepy little kid. I mean, this is like a video game. It really is. You got the hot chicks. And then he keeps waking up on a cart or whatever. So I don't know what it's called Disquiet. Written and directed by Michael Winnick. Jonathan Rhys Meyers. Oh, that's him. Okay. Yeah, he's been in a few things. It seems like a B movie for him, but it doesn't look... I mean, February 10th in select theaters, on demand. It feels like a February release. It also feels like I don't think they'll be able to make this movie pay off, right? Because what is the end goal of this movie? Like, what is the final thing, right? Is it that there's a real hospital that's doing horrible things to people and it's empty, but not so empty that you can't wake up and try to escape? Or is it that society has collapsed and now this is the new norm? I don't think it's that. I think it's either A, he's hallucinating, this is all in his brain, he had an accident, he's in his own brain trying to wake up. The other choice is this is, a magical supernatural realm that he's found himself in, like hell, and he's in hell. He's dead, and he's actually in hell and he'll never get out. That's a possibility. I think it's probably more likely that he's in his own brain. I mean, I think that would be a better explanation than this hospital actually exists. And in the end, he escapes or blows it up or whatever. It seems creepy. It seems like a video game. That's what it seems like. Very much like a Silent Hill type video game where you wake up, you're trapped in a hospital. Now what do? Oh God, I can't get out. And you try to get to a door and there's a bunch of hospital stuff in the way, but you can't move any of it, and then that's the video game, right? You're taken along a path for a certain amount of time until finally you fight the final boss. That's what it feels like. Is that necessarily a bad movie? No, it could be good still. Not sure who the hot chicks are. It's got cool visuals. I'll give it that. It is creepy. There's a scene with people crawling across the ceiling and that little kid with the bandages. People, they're vulnerable in a hospital. Everybody is. So this kind of creepy hospital stuff does play well. That's why the nurse from Silent Hill is kind of iconic, right? It's, she's a nurse. And she's kind of hot, but no, she's supposed to help you, but she's not. She's a creepy nurse. So first act, obviously the accident and him waking up and trying to figure out where the hell he is. Second act probably starts with him saving the girl, and then he starts saving people. See, I think he's in his own brain, but we'll see. Then he starts saving people, and each of these characters probably represent an aspect of his personality, and then it's about getting out. And then the various aspects of his personality are arguing over what they should do. Maybe part of him wants to die because he's in such pain, but other parts of him want to live, and they have to team up together or they're going to die, maybe. And then in the third act, I don't know, big boss, and he wins, and I mean, it's a horror movie. He could die at the end. If it was a cool horror movie, that would probably be the ending. It would probably be a surprise. Like, oh, it's a surprise. He was in his head the whole time, and he's just dying. And that's how you die. You get to play it out in a horror movie in 90 minutes, and then you're dead. I mean, it doesn't look poorly acted. It looks well produced. I like the look of the creepy characters. I think it'll be pretty watchable, for a horror movie, for a B horror movie. I think it'll be pretty watchable. I don't know if the payoff though, the end of this. So the end is he either wakes up, oh, it was all in my head, now I'm fine, or he defeats the evil in the hospital and runs away with the girl. I think the former is probably the more likely explanation. Which wouldn't be the worst ending in the world. I don't know how you could make this work as an ending and really sell me on it. It just feels like they're probably going to do a bunch of creepy, crazy stuff and then end it like, well, it never happened. And then you're like, what? Unless they can explain, I don't know, that the hospital was built in, built on an Indian burial mound, and that's why there's all these creepy ghosts there, and they're ghosts, and he's kind of in hell, and if he doesn't win, he'll be dead, and then in the end, he wins, and he escapes the hospital, and I don't know. Maybe in the end, he escapes the hospital, and it's a metaphor for him struggling back to life, and then, yeah, that could work. Not sure why it's called Disquiet. But it's not the worst title I ever heard. It feels a little like a horror movie title. A horror movie like back in the day might have been The Disquieting. You will be mildly upset. Let's see, is there any... Oh, here we go. Got a synopsis. After a near-fatal car accident, Sam wakes to discover he is trapped in an abandoned hospital by mysterious and sinister forces that have no intention of letting him leave. I mean, they've done a few of these in the past. I think William Shatner was in one. I forget what it was called. It doesn't look bad. It looks, they're running from place to place. It seems to move well. Would I watch it? I might watch it. If I heard it was good and people were saying, oh yeah, you should watch it. I mean, that's why I'm considering going to see Megan at some point, but I don't know. I think I could wait for that one. This would also be a movie I could probably wait for. But if it showed up in my stream, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? I wouldn't say no to it. I probably wouldn't go to the theater for it. It's a February drop. It could do well. It could do unexpectedly well, like Megan's doing. We'll see. And that's it from me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I'll be back with more videos later, and we'll see you in the next one.